Hi, my name is Stephen Yonkin. I am a firefighter with the Williamsport Bureau of Fire. I've been there for 5 years and been working as inspector for almost 2. My role specifically is that I am to go out to buildings and do inspections for life safety. I make sure the buildings are safe. I check sprinklers, I check fire alarms, fire extinguishers, exit signs, exit lighting, make sure that people can exit the building safely if there was ever an emergency. Make sure that to educate building and business owners about how fire works, because not everyone's super familiar. So having the experience of being a firefighter has given me a unique ability to communicate these things to business owners in the city of Williamsport about how they can keep their buildings safe. I know that sometimes when I show up, they're like, it's the fire inspector, but you should feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I may be able to advise you on things, on ways that would make your building safer, keep people safer, blah, 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 blah. You should feel free to reach out to me. I may be able to advise you on ways to increase the safety in your building and help remove you from liability. Not everybody understands. I am very, very interested in preventing tragedy. I am very interested in preventing fires, but I am also interested in assisting business owners with keeping their buildings safe to remove them from liability in the event of an emergency. Having your sprinklers functional, having your fire alarm functional, adhering to the International Fire Code that the City of Williamsport has adopted will help put you in a good position should you ever have to report to your insurance company. We haven't had a fire inspector in over 10 years. The position was available. I was looking for a new challenge at the department, and I took on the role. Initially, I thought it was going to be super easy, but as I have continued to do this, I see so many small issues that have been overlooked for such a long time that could help, by being fixed, could help prevent tragedy or loss of life, loss of property. And if it's that easy, if 90% of my job really is just communicating to people about these simple little fixes, I'm there. I go home every day feeling good about what I've done. I like communicating with people. I like talking with people, and it feels great knowing that I'm contributing to a safer Williamsport. It's awesome, honestly. I love it. There's several different things I love about the role of inspector. One is that I get to protect the firefighters that I work with every single day. They are basically my family. I spend more time with them than my actual family. So I get to look out for the citizens, and I get to look out for firefighters. Some of our buildings are just so big. And some of these older buildings, some of these bigger buildings, there's a lot of complex issues with them, or barriers to easily fighting a fire in those facilities. And the City of Williamsport, or the Williamsport Bureau of Fire, is not a huge paid department. And we can't go ahead and hire 20 more people so that we're fully prepared for a big commercial building or a hotel fire. By getting in these buildings, performing fire and life safety inspections, we can point out and mitigate some of the hazards before they occur that would prevent tragic to not only the citizens, but the firefighters of Williamsport Bureau of Fire. I will rarely drive around the city of Williamsport and just look for what I know in terms of the operations of firefighting, things that could pose hazards to firefighters. One of those being vacant homes. Sometimes people will get inside of these houses and stay there, live there. They may try to modify the inside of the structure by cutting it up, looking for wiring or pipes. Sometimes these houses may be in the middle of renovations, and so therefore, when firefighters show up to a fire, we expect the house to look like a house, right? But if there's holes in the floor, if the structure is weakened because of weather being able to permeate the structure, those are unusual circumstances that put firefighters' lives in danger. I look for those things so that I can pass them on to our firefighters and let them know, hey, there's a very dangerous structure here. And I look for communication from the citizens. Nobody knows the neighborhood better than the people that live there. So if they're finding houses that they know are dangerous, or buildings that are dangerous, you are free to please contact me. My email address would be fireinspector@cityofwilliamsport.org. Businesses can reach out for me for advice about increasing fire safety. We also offer free fire extinguisher classes. I thoroughly enjoy going to schools, talking to kids, telling them about fire safety. I think it's super important that the young citizens of Williamsport are exposed to public safety workers and know that we are here for good, right? We're here to do good things and keep them safe, and it's not just the firefighters, it's the police as well, right? By me showing up, we increase the positive image for all of city workers. So yes, please, preschools, schools, clubs, reach out. We'll come visit.